Hello and welcome back. So from the previous video, we just looked at how to create a simple bash script that will just echo hello world to the screen. That's not very interesting. So let's make something a little interesting from this bash script. So the drill is still the same. So the goal is that by the end of this series, you should know how to create some bash script, and then you should have some important bash script that would do certain things for us. So I'm going to close this, and then we would create a new bash script. To do that, you can use the file explorer here and then click on the new file here, right? But then, though I'm not going to use this, I would use a terminal here to create my next bash script. So to do that, we create a file by touching the file. So you do touch, then the name of the file. This time we'll call it greetings.sh, right? But then we know that after creating the file, or after touching the file, we would want to do what? Make it executable. So we chmod the file. Then we say we use a 755 permission, and then the file name, which is greetings.sh. So when I hit enter and I do ls, now the file becomes, the color changes, which indicates that it's executable. So I can clear the screen and then click here, and then now I can open it up in my text editor. Okay, so once this is done, we want to declare our shebang. As I said earlier, shebang is used to tell or determine the utility you want to use to run the set of commands beneath, and then you show the path to where the utility is. So in this script, we want to use the bash, that's the born again shell, to run the script below. There are several types of shells. You have the Z shell, the C shell, there are a lot, the fish and the others. So we want to use bash, the born again shell, to run the set of commands. So this time I would want to declare a variable. So to declare a variable in bash script, all you have to do is write the variable name. By convention, its variables are written by caps, capital letters, right? But then you could decide to use small letters, but just in case you want to follow the convention, you can just use capital letters. And then be careful, bash is very sensitive to spaces, right? So if you're declaring variables, you don't leave any space there. Then the variable name, so we want strings are placed inside quotations. So the variable I'm assigning, I'm giving it maybe the name, Sedem. And then now I want to echo the name. So if you can echo hello Sedem. So hello Sedem. But then this time around, I want to call the name inside the echo, right? So one way to print the name inside the echo is to use a dollar and then curly braces, then the name variable, like this. Hello Sedem, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? So now if I save this and run, we said to run it, you can just use dots and then the name of the script, since we've made it executable. So I can do this, and then it says, hello Sedem, how are you doing today? This is one way of calling a variable in an echo string. You could also do either use this or maybe copy and then comment this one out, or you can do this just without the curly braces. And when you save it and rerun, it should give us the same information. So we rerun this, it tells you, hello Sedem, how are you doing today? Okay, so but then this is okay because now we know how to declare a variable and then call the variable in our echo, right? But then I want us to do something more interesting. I want this script to tell me, greet me, all right, and then, but then also tell me what the date is, right? Which means that I want to run a certain command You see, when we check our terminal here, right, if I type date in the terminal, you see that it gives you the date and time, right? Okay. So the current date and time of your system. So it means that I want to run a certain command inside this echo that would print the what? The date and time. But as we said in our Linux video or Linux section, that if you want to extend the features of the echo, you pass the -e. I want to do this so that I can use the backslash escapes, right? So I want to move to the new line and then print that today is, and then instead of me typing the date or the time here myself, I want the bash to execute the date command, right? So one way of executing the date command is to use the backtick, which is located beneath the tilde. So the tilde, if you click on the tilde, you can see the backtick and then type date here. When you save this, you should see, let's rerun this. You see that hello Sadem, how are you doing today? Today is that. Okay. I think I should remove the how are you doing today. And then so we can just see this one straightforward. So let me save. And then it says, hello Sadem, today is this. Okay. But then I want, well, this is one way of printing a command, right? But it is quite obsolete. So another way is put your dollar here and then you put the command in parentheses. So you could see that, sorry, you could see that if you have the dollar here and then this, when we save this and rerun the script, let me clear the screen and rerun this script here, you see that we still see hello Sadem, today is that. Okay, but then let's see what's the fun in this. I want to print hello Sadem and let me echo another thing. I want this to sleep for some seconds. So it means that it's supposed to wait for 2 seconds and then echo another thing for me. Do have a great day. Do have a great day today. Then smiley emoji, a smiley like this. Okay. So now if I rerun this script, I expect that it should run, hello Sadem, today is this. And then after 2 seconds, it should say, do have a great day. Let's rerun it again. Hello Sadem, today is this. After 2 seconds, then it runs that. So you can play around with this, make it 5 seconds or maybe a second or 3 seconds. So you could see exactly what is going on here. So hello Sadem, today is that, and then do have a great day today. Okay, so basically in this video we looked at how to declare a variable called name. We assign a string which is Sadem to this variable name. Not only did we look at that, we'd also look at how to echo the variable value, that's the name, or print the name variable inside our echo command. Not only did we look at that, we also decided to run command, right? So we saw that the date is a terminal command, or yes, a utility command that we can run in the terminal to get a time, right? Which means that we looked at how to run this command inside the echo. And then we said there are 2 ways. You can decide to use the backtick or use the dollar parenthesis to run this command. And then we looked at how to sleep for some time. That's to make the commands wait before running. You run this, wait for 3 seconds or 2 seconds, and then this one also runs. So basically, this is how we do it. Bear in mind that you create a file, you make it executable, you declare your shebang, and then you do the other commands you want to run in your bash script. That's that. In the next video, we would look at how to, we'll start a project on making an interesting bash script that would automate the creating of bash scripts for us, so we don't have to be doing some repetitive tasks. And then along the series, we introduce some new concepts and look at how we can apply those concepts to make our bash scripts